Have you ever heard a rumor of me possibly being dead for not making a video in like 2 weeks? The rumor ain't true. I'm alive. Ha! Okay, seriously. Alright, so I know I haven't made a video in quite some time. A lot of it has to do with me going back to college, so I've been busy. Also, my camera's been screwing up, and you know, it's just, you know, I've been watching the product, you know, not just TNA, but also, you know, WWE. And, you know, TNA has looked alright, you know, it doesn't look too shabby. You know, I'm still wondering how long they can drag the Aces and Eights storyline, but that's another story. But when it comes to WWE, you know, there's some positives, you know, there's some stuff. I mean, the only stuff I could really, I guess you could say, complain about is, okay, do we really need to see Del Rio versus Sheamus for like the 8th billionth time? Like, obviously, you know, you saw this coming after SummerSlam, but still, it's like, you really have to see this over and over and over again. I mean, the fact that you can't add this to, like, a Fatal 4, maybe add, like, Daniel Bryan or Kane into the mix, you know, maybe, you know, hell, maybe you could make, as crazy as this might sound, you know, have Ziggler cash in the Money in the Bank, let's just say tomorrow night on Raw, and then, you know, Ziggler is the World Heavyweight Champion, and then Sheamus could get his rematch clause at Night of Champions. Meanwhile, Del Rio's the #1 contender, and then you add, you know, Orton in there along with, you know, Kane and Daniel Bryan, and, you know, you got a championship scramble, even though they haven't done a championship scramble in, what, like 3 years, but, you know, still, it's to me, that I wouldn't mind seeing that. You know, that I'd have to be entertaining. I'd be like, wow, they're actually going to do a championship scramble. That's entertaining. That's interesting. But it's like, wow. Anyway, you know, this CM Punk, I guess you could say, heel character. You know, I remember at first you were like, oh, he's not a heel. You know, now he's more heelish. You know, it's interesting. You know, it's a different side of Punk we haven't really seen. I mean, this is like more of an aggressive Punk. I mean, before, I mean, you guys remember when Punk was in the Straight Edge Society? You know, he wasn't all that aggressive, really. He was more just talk. Like, he was just like, oh, you know, Rey Mysterio, I'm gonna embarrass you in front of your kids. And then, like, Rey Mysterio runs out to the ring, and then he'd, like, leave or something. You know, he kind of, like, be, like, a quote-unquote coward. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's just like a different side of CM Punk. Not a bad side of CM Punk, you know. I was kind of getting... He still has that... You know, how do I say this? He still has that whole wise-ass, you know, personality to him that, you know, it's kind of like, ha-ha, no one cares what you think, you know what I mean? But I find it kind of funny, you know, but at times... But it's still, at times, that does kind of, you know, get old a bit, but... Anyway, what else do we have? So we have the WWE Championship. Oh, the Divas Championship. Okay. This makes no sense. Alright. Monday Night Raw. You're featuring the Divas Champion in Layla, who hasn't had a match on Monday Night Raw, like a singles match in like, I don't know how long. And then you only overshadow her with Vicky Guerrero and AJ having a cat fight. I said this before, AJ's cute and Vicky is not that bad looking, but seriously, you end it in a freaking, like, you like, what was the point of putting Layla out there? You might as well just said, Vicky Guerrero complain for about 5 minutes, and then AJ and her have a cat fight. That would have made more sense, you know, but hey, that makes too much sense, right? Hey. So you have that. Then you also have, you know, Antonio Cesaro being, you know, was it the United States champion? You know, the only thing that this would make, you know, Cesaro, I guess, look good in a match, you know, I guess they're going to have a rematch, Night of Champions. That would make sense, those being Night of Champions every time one. You know, you have, you know, Aksana being quote-unquote the eye candy, even though yours truly doesn't find her that attractive. And, you know, she distracts Santino, and then Cesaro does his finishing move, and bam, you know, he wins, he contains. But, and my god, what the hell, why isn't The Miz in a feud? Instead of putting The Miz in an actual, like, start him a feud with, like, I don't know, Alex Riley, Zack Ryder, you know, someone like that. Not Brodus Clay, you know, but you put him in a feud like that, Instead, you have him lose to freaking John Cena for no reason. Like, what was the point of that? That doesn't build on John Cena. That doesn't build on, you know, The Miz. I mean, what does that make John Cena look? Okay, John Cena can beat the Intercontinental Champion. So he could beat Punk for the WWE Championship at Night of Champions? What the hell? It doesn't make sense. You know, it comes to the point that what I said a few months ago, right before Money in the Bank, when Del Rio beat Sin Cara. I was like, I hope Del Rio could beat Sin Cara in order to, you know, face Sheamus for the, you know, World Heavyweight Championship. Otherwise, I can't take Del Rio seriously entering the pay-per-view. And the same thing here with John Cena, even though it is John Cena. But, you know, you get the point. And that tag team division, it's actually looking pretty interesting. You know, to me, I think you should still have maybe the Usos as the, you know, #1 contenders for the, you know, tag team belts. But knowing WWE, they're going to be like, oh, let's do Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, the primetime players again. Or, you know, something like that. Or maybe they'll possibly give Epico and Primo another shot. I don't know. But they can't do Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex. Oh, that's too soon, right? Because Tyler Rex, like, left to be a dad and stuff. And, yeah. I never understood that stripping gimmick thing. That was just weird. So anyways, this video's like dragging out. Anyway, that's it. Oh yeah, okay. I'm sorry, WWE. I know WWE, you know, Raw's being 3 hours and whatnot, and you need some space for that 3 hours. But enough with the touts. Oh my lord, the touts just keep freaking dragging on. It's like, oh, Kane and Daniel Bryan were shown in anger management. So I want you guys to know, who's crazier, Kane or Daniel Bryan? Hi, my name's Jim. I'm from, Nebraska. I live in my basement. I think the winner of, who's crazier is Kane, because he wears a mask. Even though Daniel Bryan screams out, no, now. That's what I think. Or you have some guy from, like, I don't know, freaking Kansas. Oh, hi, my name's, Bob. And, I think Daniel Bryan's crazier because he walks around wearing a red shirt and he says no on it. And, he looks like a goat. And if you look like a goat, you gotta be crazy, you know what I mean? Kane's cool, you know. Daniel Bryan, you suck, man. You suck. And the cameras are all like, it's like, what the hell? Like, who the hell in the WWE, like, freaking picks this? They're like, what is this? Like, we're looking for the worst videos possible. Let's put them up. Oh, man. It's like XBAC, you know, like, freaking AJ could tap my dick. Like, seriously, I cracked up laughing when I heard that. But that's for no story. Okay, I just think WWE, I know eventually they could probably move back to 2 hours instead of 3, but they really need to go 3. And I understand if they go back to 2 hours, you're probably going to have less attention for the tag team and whatever. But, you know, it's just like, it just drains out too freaking much. It's like, oh god. It's too freaking long. It's like, I feel like I'm watching a pay-per-view, except for not an enjoyable pay-per-view, every single Monday night. It's like, oh. And I'm not even technically watching it, because I'm in college when it comes on. So I come back and I either watch the replay or I DVR it, so it's kind of like, Anyways, guys, that's it for me. I want what you guys think about, you know, the current product, I guess you could say, of World Wrestling Entertainment. And all I gotta say is this. I don't care if you're freaking Republican or Democrat, but freaking if Lynn McMahon wins, I'm screaming to death. Like, good God. Because then you're going to have programs like WWE Slam. Oh, wait, that's already coming out on Saturday mornings. Yeah, WWE Slam. Where you can see Kofi Kingston versus Heath Slater.